Hi class, it's Paul from Education 633. Today we're going to go over some of the new things that are happening in the education realm now that we have online education. Some of the challenges, some of the um, uh, nuances that have happened as a result, and what challenges we're now facing in education. So, what are some of those things that are revolutionized because of online education? I come up with a few. Better education for those whose learning needs suit an online learning environment. Greater amount of people can be educated when we're not limited to the brick and mortar environment anymore. Even K through 12 for students who are in a remote area can benefit from teachers collaborating and putting together a higher quality learning experience when they can't get it in their remote schools. So I think that's quite a bit right there. But what are some of the challenges that we're facing? Kern says a few things about that. Kern's 2012. Some of them are the physical distance between themselves and the students, meaning the instructors, the need for them to depend on capabilities of technological tools for communication purposes, and the demands of the workload. Determining what is happening cognitively is quite a challenge. The quality of thought expressed, according to Conrad and Donaldson. Those are some of the challenges stated in there. Garrison says the teacher collaborative activities or reflection, trying to balance those. Which one do we go with? When is it time for the teacher to say it's more of an exercise to reflect and absorb, or is it more of an exercise to collaborate and then produce? In my opinion, I think it's more important to do the absorption part too first, and then to be able to produce some sort of a collaborative effort, a topic, a group discussion, grouped, even a field trip. That might be also sort of absorbing on a field trip, but you're also starting to collaborate. You're collaborating with each other. You're collaborating with an instructor who is maybe possibly there, or online museum search is a little bit different. I would consider that to be more of an observe, not absurd. So those are some of the challenges we're facing that some of my literature that I've gone through provide a reference material for you. Summarize what I've learned, then briefly reflect on the following. Based on your personal theory, how should online learners be assessed? Well, I think we're seeing it just as we go through our classes, but what I've discovered in my research is that written exams, online discussion, field work, tests and quizzes, presentations, this according to Conrad and Donaldson on page 37, says that there are some complicated factors. Measuring cognitively is a big challenge. So I think that it's important to know a little bit more about the cognitive presence, and that is written in Conrad and Donaldson. Now let me take a look at what is congruent with what is understood. How is that congruent with what is understood with online education? Well, it kind of has to go hand in hand with the new sort of learning. New challenges come, and research has produced some good findings. So many of the things that we're doing now, even with having a rubric, is a very important thing for teacher to provide for the online learner to be more self-directed, so that they can say, okay, I'm going to make sure that this is done. This is part of my expectation. So it's no longer as much as an environment of testing knowledge and testing what I have absorbed. It's more of how am I experiencing it? How do you measure that? So there's new things up ahead and new things right now that help us to know how to learn cognitively online with this new environment. Thank you very much. I appreciate what your help and all that stuff there.